one complaint, one tweet made 4 days ago by Dr. Subramanian Swamy might lead to the arrest of Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. Let me read that tweet to you. He said that as the complainant in the ED interrogation in the PMLA case of the TDK and Bambino, you know what those two mean, I have a right to know if custodial interrogation is to follow or if ED has concluded questioning whether ED is filing a charge sheet or not. As Supreme Court pointed out, Section 19 of PMLA is decisive. Also, along with Section 46, there is an imperative to arrest TDK and Bambino before filing the charge sheet. By now, you know, or perhaps you may not know this, there is every chance that the two Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, might be arrested in the next few hours. If it happens or not, we know that this is imminent. Why do we say that? Because the Supreme Court has now validated that ED can arrest, in fact, the individuals, and that's what I just read to you by the way of tweet. This tweet was made 4 days ago by Dr. Swamy, and then the wheels have been in motion for a while now. You saw a whole series of raids take place of National Herald offices, or I should say perhaps AJL-owned properties, which young Indian illegally acquired. Now, all this stuff started when? 2012. Now, there is a lot of information that is available if you go and look at the book that I have written about it called National Herald Frauds. And I'm going to kind of quickly go to page 17 of the book where I say how this whole thing started. In 1938, under the leadership of the first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, and known as the organ of Congress Party, it was this company called AJL, Associated Journals Limited. After independence, AJL got prime lands across India to start editions of National Herald newspaper. The lands and buildings in Delhi, Mumbai, Lucknow, Bhopal, Panchkula, Indore, Patna, etc. were valued at about more than 2,000 crores. This was 2012 value. In 2008, Congress leadership decided to stop publishing the National Herald newspaper and its Hindi and Urdu versions too in late 2010. So 2008 they said we can't anymore publish it. In 2010, late in the year of 2010, Sonia and Rahul floated a private company called Young Indian with 38% shareholding for each. The remaining 24% shares were held by Gandhi family's confidants Motilal Vora and Oscar Fernandez. Gandhi family's trusted persons Sam Pitroda and Suman Dubey were also directors in this shell company called Young Indian. Interestingly, the now late Motilal Vora was a common figure. He was a treasurer of Congress, chairman and managing director of AJL, and a director at Young Indian. Many a time, Subramanian Swamy explained the scam in a simple way that Motilal Vora went to Motilal Vora in another capacity to execute the scam. Now, what had happened was, if you have to close a company, such as the AJL, which had assets of 2,000 crores, it had assets, but it also had dues of close to 90 crores. When you have to close a company, you have to somehow adjust that loss. Who are you going to? There are people who have to be paid, and this is all on the books of AJL. So somebody had to step in and say that this money will be covered. And that's what the Congress did in 2012. They said that we have given a loan to AJL worth 90.12 crores so that the AJL book chapter can be closed, hisab barabar, and then the assets of AJL, which is 2,000 crores, could then be given to this new Young Indian shell company. Now, the problem starts right there. Congress could not reproduce any records of these 90.12 crores of having given it to AJL. So where the money came in to run AJL, nobody knows, and nobody seems to be able to explain. Now, when interrogated, both Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi said that everything was known only to Motilal Vora, and since he is no longer here, they believe that this question cannot be answered. Well, records are records. You were there, you tried to steal this property, and now with all the raids happening, many of these offices are sealed. The goose of the Gandhis is well and truly cooked. In my opinion, more than anything else, now that 2000 crores value has grown up to 5000 crores, and now they have to answer that. They were also collecting rents from various places. For example, one of the documented evidences is that the passport department or income tax, what was it? Either one. They were paying 80 lakhs per month rent for occupying 2 floors of the Herald House building in New Delhi. Now, a lot of stuff has happened. A lot of data is there. This book, National Herald Frauds, tells you everything there is to know. It is available in hardbound fashion. It is something that you should keep because this is carefully documents right from the beginning, 2009, 2010 time frame when this whole thing started up until now as to what has happened. The first big break came to Dr. Swamy in 2015 when the Patiala court ruled that there was prima facie evidence of misappropriation and that both Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi had to appear in front of a magistrate and seek bail. This was a big deal, and Dr. Swamy could have refused bail for them, in which case they would have had to go to jail. But he did not, being a kind-hearted person, and things led on. But the point here is that it took time, but it has been a step-by-step process. By no means is this the end. There is still much more to go. What we have to see is how law can quickly take its course and find them guilty. And somebody on Twitter has commented that they may have to go to jail for 5 years, and after that they will be forbidden from contesting elections for 6 years. So the total of 11 years they cannot re-enter politics. That's how it looks like. But for that to happen, still some more steps have to take place. We have to wait and see. My point in trying to say all this thing is that this book is very important because it defines the history of India. Also, it also defines that no one is above law. If you look at some of the actions that they took as part of this shenanigans, you will see how hubris-filled this family was, that laws don't apply to them. In fact, I have traveled in India during the time UPA was in power. In every airport, you will see a list of people that shall not be searched. And the name of Robert Vadra used to be always there. It used to piss me off. You and I have to go through 2 hours ahead of time to the airport just to be safe. Then go through this subject to 3 times searching sometime. There were times when there was a national emergency, you would be subjected to search more than once. I mean, you would do one security screening, then just before boarding the aircraft, your handbags would be hand inspected. And yet this individual could just walk through. And by the way, that person, Priyanka Vadra, all of them also need to go to jail. There are many other cases pending. So my submission is, please read this book. You need to educate yourself as to how the so-called politician circles of India, how they essentially take law into their own hands and act like the laws don't apply to them. And this is the first instance where the Modi government has said, no, the laws apply to you. If you steal something, you do the crime, you shall do the time. Let's hope that that's what's going to happen. Again, I don't know if the arrest is going to take place or not, but certainly a posse of 300 policemen have arrived at the house of Sonia Gandhi, and I'm told a similar number is at Rahul Gandhi's house. Rahul Gandhi was in fact flying back from Bengaluru to New Delhi. Much happening tonight. There may be an arrest tonight. We'll wait and see what happens. At the time of this recording, it has not happened yet. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. We are on the cusp of crossing 200,000 subscribers. This despite what I suspect is a fair amount of throttling that is happening on our channels also. I can only tell you that because the content that we put out at PGurus is certainly unique. And we are the first ones, many of the time, we are the first ones out the gate giving you tomorrow's news today. And yet our subscriptions are so low. Thanks for watching again. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. And also, if you feel that our videos are giving you a lot of information, feel free to express your appreciation using the super thanks button. Namaskar.